So let's begin to do the Tunisian seed stitch. Now the seed stitch is a matter of every other row being slightly different, so it's being opposite to each other. So let's start off our first row. So let's just say we cast it on and we have our row ready. So we have to concentrate on making sure that we're fixated on the front. So you might want to get a piece of paper and just check it off as you go. So the first stitch that we want to do is that we want to do a reverse stitch. So move this yarn out of the way and just pull it forward. So if you're just joining this video, haven't seen the last one, the reverse stitch is that we have to access this vertical from behind. So if I go in the front, that's a simple stitch, but I want to access that, the other leg of that stitch from behind. So move this yarn out of the way. So I'm just using the hook and access that other leg from behind and then yarning over, pulling it through. So now that one I just came from behind. The next stitch here I want to do as a knit stitch. So I'm just going to dive in between the legs right to the back. Okay, so that's a knit stitch, pull through. So the next one will be a reverse. So just coming in, you can kind of see it, so I just kind of pop it out and just grab the back strand of the leg. If you want to access it and see it from the back, you can. So that's a reverse stitch. Then a knit stitch. And then this one will be a reverse. Takes a bit of getting used to. And then a knit stitch. And then a reverse. And then a knit stitch. A reverse. And then a knit stitch. And then I have one more to do, which is the end. So just coming in, grabbing it, because it looks like a regular stitch, pull through, and now let's come back. So chain up one only, so going through the first and then pulling it through twos. So that was the first pass of two passes that you need to do. So if I started off this last row with doing the reverse stitch, this time when I start the next one I have to start with a knit stitch. So it has to be opposite. So you have to remember that. So let's begin. So the first one is going to be a knit stitch through to the back, pull through, and the next one is a reverse. So just accessing the back one from behind. If you need to pop it out almost like a back post and double crochet or something like that, or a back post stitch, that's kind of what it is. Okay, and now the next one is a knit, and now the next one is a reverse and a knit and a reverse and a knit, reverse and a knit and a reverse. And then we finish off the final one like normal, pull through. We want to build to come back, so chain up one and then just go through twos all the way back. So the last row we started off with the knit stitch, so the next row we have to start off with a reverse stitch. So we're just doing the repeat of the last two rows. So we just start the first one, just move this out of the way. Now if you go just immediately in and then grab it, it doesn't look the same. So move that out of the way first and then get it from the behind. So it's your reverse stitch and then your knit and etc. And that will change it and it will make it look pretty awesome, and it'll lay nice and flat for you too. So that would be how you would do the seed stitch of using two rows in combination.